I've tried over 500 AI tools, and in today's video, I'm gonna be going over the ones that will actually help you to get rich. I own an AI agency who works with all kinds of business owners, and I can tell you that in the AI era, you won't get rich by working harder. You'll get rich by mastering the AI tools that help you work less. And this isn't another ChatGPT tutorial that you've seen 1,000 times, but these are actual AI tools that me and my team are using to become more productive and efficient with the use of AI in 2025. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So the first one we're going to be going over is Synthflow AI. Now, if you guys aren't new to my channel, you'll know how much I talk about Synthflow AI. But basically what it is an AI caller where you can build inbound or outbound agents that you can call your leads with. Now, I'll go over a little bit of the creation here. Now, I made an actual tutorial on this, a full 30-minute tutorial on everything within this. But basically, you can create an agent that is going to act exactly like your receptionist. So you can choose many different voices, female, male, any different accent, New York, Indonesia. I don't even know what that is, but you get the point, right? There's so much opportunity and so much choice within this. You can do your call configuration, stuff like that. It's pretty incredible. I recommend you guys checking that out. You guys check out my tutorial as well. Basically, what we're going to use to do this is to instant call all of our leads. So anyone that you have coming in from your website, coming in from your Facebook ads, anything like that, you're going to instant call them. Speed to lead is everything. If you contact a lead in the first 60 seconds, they are 391% more likely to book with you. So we want to utilize that. And these leads can come in from pretty much anywhere that we can hook up to. So, for example, we can do Facebook ads. We can do directly from your website or any sort of form that they fill out. We can all hook it up to Synthflow where it instantly calls the lead with the prompt and the script that you give every single time in that sub 60 response time. Now, there's two aspects of increased success, two very tangible assets that I will go over. So number one, the sub 60-second response time, just like I was saying before. Lead conversions are 391% more likely if they happen within a minute of the inquiry, right? So you can see here, within 1 minute, you're 391% more likely for that lead to convert. After 2 minutes, it drops by more than half, right? 160, 3 minutes, up to an hour, up to a day. You might as well not even try at that point. And with this AI tool, with Synthflow, we call our lead in 60 seconds every single time. Now, the number two area of very tangible increased success that we'll see is the psychologically engineered prompt. So I'm not going to go over this in this video. This is from my 30-minute Synthflow tutorial. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll link it in the description of this video. But you're going to learn how to basically make these prompts that the AI is going to feed off of when it's talking to your leads. And it's going to be psychologically engineered for sales and for success. So this is huge. This is such a huge advantage that you can use and that you are going to use with this system. So this is the first one. This is the first tool that I highly recommend you guys implement into your business. The second one, which you guys have probably already heard of, is N8N. Now, I won't go too much on this because chances are you guys probably already know about it, and it is pretty straightforward. But what we're going to use N8N for is to basically automate everything. So what N8N is, it's just like, you can think of it as just like a connector for any automations that you want to happen. So some big things for you and your business that it's very easy to set up and it's used quite often is stuff like onboarding. So if you have a form that, the lead has to fill out for you to onboard them, you can get that all automated within seconds. So you don't have to go over that meticulous process. Message automations, emails, internal notifications, and auto posts on social media. This is a creative one, right? You can get very creative with this, and it's pretty much everything. This can hook up to ChatGPT, pretty much any sequence that you want that can be with some, degree of automation. That's what you're going to do. And so it looks something like this, right? Like you have a trigger, your AI agent, which is ChatGPT or anything like that. It can reference stuff. It can go there. It can do if or ands. If you guys are programmers, you'll be familiar with that. You can go to Slack, Discord, pretty much anything. So the opportunities are pretty endless for that. And the big thing is its integration with AI. So, ChatGPT is incredible. You guys probably use it on a daily basis. You can upload ChatGPT into this and it'll act just like your personal AI agent that'll go through those workflows that you set for it. So the possibilities really are endless here. Whatever you guys can think up, it can pretty much be done with an 8N. Now, it is a little bit more complex, and I'll go over some easier ones as we go down, but that is an 8N. Now, the third one, and this is probably one of my most favorite AI tools out there. This one is relatively well known. There's a chance that you guys would have already known about this, but it's called HeyGen. Now, what HeyGen is you're going to create AI UCG ads with it. Now, you're not just limited to ads. You can do social media posts, as I'll talk about down here, with a method that I've coined. I've seen nobody else use this. I've coined this. But basically, what you do here is you can use any avatars that HeyGen has. You can even clone yourself. Now, I've cloned myself. You guys don't have to go that route, but there are thousands here. Now, you can do UCG, you can do lifestyle, community. See just from the video here how realistic this is. Now, with the voices and everything like that, I'm going to show you guys an example of a HeyGen video that me and my team have made. So if you're watching it, it'll be right here. Now,
HVAC and roofing owners doing over 50,000 monthly.
AI,
this is for
you. Use these to create AI UCG ads, right? AI user generated content. Now, the science behind this and the psychology behind this is that people connect with people, right? If you're an ad on Facebook and it's just a static ads with words that say, new roof, people are not going to be likely to click on that ad, let alone, fancy what you have to offer if it was, something that was a person, right? If it's a person speaking to the camera, people are way more likely to connect with people. It's just how we're built. That's the psychology behind us. People will be way more apt to buy. And there are thousands of actors, and you can do it another way, which is what I'm going to talk about here, which is the clone method. Now, what is the clone method? This is where you are going to clone yourself with AI and do the same, if not something very similar. So as you can see, for me, you can do many different styles within this. Me, myself, I think I have like 16 or some. You can play around with this. Like some of them will come out weird. You just have to keep playing around with it and basically do what it wants you to do. One thing, your voice movements have to be very liberal so that it doesn't look like you're speaking through your teeth. But as you can see, like this stuff is incredible. Like this, if you're not looking for this, the trained eye will never tell the difference. And so that's what you're going to do to either create these ads, like I talked about and like I showed you guys just earlier, or you can create social media posts within that. Because at the end of the day, you are the brand of your business. So if you want to keep that reputability up, you can do that. So that is HeyGen. Again, one of my favorite AI tools out of all AI tools that I've ever tried before. It truly is one out of a million. And so the next one we're going to go over is Claude. Now, chances are, again, you guys have probably heard this, but how we're going to use Claude is going to be a little bit different. So we can use Claude really like ChatGPT, but its strength is in its copywriting. It is very well written. So what we're going to do for here is just create ad scripts, and it's going to act as our world-class copywriter. So if you ask ChatGPT, make me a script for my ad, it's not going to produce something as good as Claude. Now, Claude, again, very straightforward, right? Just like ChatGPT, create an ad script. Obviously, it's not going to give me something here, but it acts like ChatGPT. Now, a template for you guys, and you guys can stop this video and screenshot this. You can share this to get this, but this is the script that you guys are going to use into Claude. And I've templatized this for you guys so that you guys know how this works, but I'm not going to read it all. High converting ad script prompt template. This is for you guys. Copy and paste this script, filling in the brackets, blah, 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 blah. Then it's going to go through all of that. Now, with the psychological principles, that's a big thing that Claude is going to utilize in comparison to ChatGPT, which is going to bring you way more sales. So that is awesome. And three things this can also help you with is social media, right? So any social media posts, anything like that, Claude can help you with. Emails, statements, stuff like that. Again, world-class copywriter, use it to your advantage, and even help with blogs, right? If you write a blog, if you write a daily blog or whatever it may be, you can use Claude to help you with that, and it will help you in the long run, which is awesome. So now, on a little side note, before I do get into the next AI tool, is if you're interested in implementing this for your business. So, you may just be watching this because you're interested in AI and the tools that it has to offer, but if you're interested in implementing all of this into your business, I actually offer a free implementation call with me and my team where we basically walk you through everything personalized for yourself and for your business. Here it's just very general. We can go more personalized into it. It's completely for free. You can click first link below in the description of this video. So if that's for you, if you're interested in this, feel free to click that link. But anyways, the next AI tool that I'm going to talk about is Framer AI. Now, what is Framer AI? Basically, it's an AI website builder. Now, if you already have a website, that's completely fine. Framer, you can use the AI aspects to just improve your website, right? You can create one and use the aspects that's different from your website and give it to your own. Now, this acts kind of as an LLM. What an LLM is, it's basically the brain behind an AI chatbot. So you tell the chatbot to do something and it will do it back. That's what you do for Framer. You just say how you want your website, and then it will give that to you. And so for here, build better websites faster. You guys can go through this. It also does SEO, CMS, analytics. So search engine optimization is obviously a big thing for people searching, and AI SEO is actually a big thing that's coming up now, and Framer does that all for you. So it's pretty self-explanatory within this. Now, there's tons of AI-powered templates to increase, number one, your reputation, right? At the end of the day, your reputation is everything within your business. Number two, your perceived value, right? If you have a website that looks like it's from the 90s, your perceived value and the way that your website and your business is going modern is not going to be there, right? And people just aren't going to connect with that as much. And then number three, conversions, right? Your website's going to be optimized for that, and it's going to make sure that all of those conversions have the highest rate to go into your booking a call or whatever your call to action may be. So that is that. Now, next tool we're going to go over is Deal AI. Now, this one is one of the more interesting AI tools that I like, and this is more for people and, if you're just kind of looking to get into the realm of this. But you can think of this as your full stack AI support. So what does that mean, right? Deal AI basically has so many different AI platforms that you can use for pretty much anything. So you can see some here: podcast, marketer, movie spokesperson, app wizard. We can go into it right here as well. You can see there's so many, right? You can even do hooks for your ads. So if you didn't want to use Claude, you can use this. Logo maker, knowledge base, everything like that. There are tons and tons of platforms within this that you can use. And it's worth checking out if if you guys are going on more surface level with everything in one place, this is 100% the way to go. So anything that you can think of, Deal AI probably has it. Again, you saw how many there were. So for basic AI support, Deal AI is your go-to. Now, I do say basic AI support because just like all of the other tools I'm showing here, these are personalized and these are the best in the industry specifically for that certain thing. So Claude is for copywriting, Framer is for websites, HeyGen is for ad creation, Synthflow for AI callers. Now, Deal AI is going to be lower quality on all of those aspects, but again, if you want something all in one, you guys can use this 100% over. So that's worth checking out for you guys if you're wanting to do that. Number 7 or 8 is Make AI. So what is Make AI? Make, or make.com. It's all AI. But anyways, Make is very similar to N8N. So it's basically like, the glue that holds your whole automation together. And I like to call it the automation playground. Now, specifically, and this is something that people, aren't necessarily going to emphasize, but I love Make for its text agents. Now, you can do this on N8N, but like I said before, it's a little bit more complicated, and Make is more simple with what you can do. Now, this is actually my omni-channel text AI agent that I use within my business and that we give to other businesses that work with us. But basically, right, if you're not techie, I'm not going to try to explain this. At the end of the day, you don't really need to know this because you're not going to be building these unless that is something that you guys are interested in. But basically, we're going to set up a webhook with our CRM. And then whatever conversation or whatever flow the conversation goes into, we're going to train an AI agent that basically acts as our business receptionist and is going to text leads and nurture them all the way to book a call with you guys or whatever your call to action is. So this is so helpful, right? We've had so many calls booked within this, and it's so helpful just for any service-based business. So that's something you guys can look into. I'm actually going to link in the description below if you guys want to start Make. Again, you guys can just try it out, see if it's for you. And if you guys book a call with me and my team, we can actually hook you up with this template yourself. So if this is something you want to implement into your business, you can do that. So it's easier than N8N, like I said before, and it is less complex workflows. Now, this is a double-edged sword. Obviously, you're somewhat limited to what you can do, but at the end of the day, the complexity that Make can do is more than enough for beginner and intermediate people with this type of programming. Anything past, you're looking at, an AI developer type deal. So, but Make, super good, super good. It's not complex, easy to use. For beginners and intermediate, it is for sure the go-to, especially with the text agents, which a lot of people can use. So anyways, next one is GoHighLevel. Now, you may be saying, well, GoHighLevel isn't an AI platform. In and of itself, it is not. However, the AI capabilities and the practicality where we can hold all of our AI systems together is what gives is what gives GoHighLevel value within the space. And so you can think of it as your all-in-one house for your full AI system. So if you guys aren't familiar with GoHighLevel, it's just a CRM. There's a ton of different things that you can do within it. But basically, it's the best CRM to plug and integrate AI into. Now, stuff like Synthflow has a native integration, so you don't even have to do any sort of, webhooks, any sort of Zapier, anything like that. It plugs directly into Synthflow, which is awesome. It makes it so much easier for everything that you're doing. Again, if you guys want to learn how to do this for yourself, you guys can watch my free Synthflow tutorial where I go over everything for Synthflow, GoHighLevel, everything in between. But it's basically as well like the Make and N8N for text and reminders. So for Make and N8N, you can make any sort of automation workflows for anything. With GoHighLevel, you can do it specifically for texts and emails, which is awesome. And within this, you can have so many workflows that your trigger is set up as, let's say call booked, pipeline stage change. We do a little bit more complex for, our systems that we give. But it's pretty much just like a drop and go. So a lead will come in and everything will be handled for you, right? 95% of stuff will be handled for you. And that is the power of GoHighLevel in conjunction with these AI systems. And another thing too, all of our GoHighLevel templates, if you don't know about GoHighLevel, you can actually share them. So I'm going to link that in the description of this video. If you guys want the exact templates that we use for my team and for our clients that we have within our AI agency, you guys can get those completely for free. And furthermore, if you want to book a call with me and my team, we can walk you through those systems as well with everything that we've talked about specifically for your business. So if that's something you guys want to do, feel free. Link in the description plus the call. Up to you guys. But the last one we're going to go over is Gemini. Now, again, you guys have probably heard of Gemini, but not in the way that we're going to emphasize here. So Gemini is pretty much like another ChatGPT, but how we're going to use it in this instance is we're going to use its Google integration. So if you guys don't know, Gemini is basically the Google LLM. But within that, all of Google's apps are also integrated within it. So what does this mean? What this means is you can ask Gemini anything. You can hook it up with your Make, with your Zapier, with anything like that. And you can get it to create stuff or use stuff within Google any way you want. So for example, if you want to say, make me a live spreadsheet of everyone that comes in, right? Gemini is going to make a spreadsheet from your account that you're using, and it's all going to be automated and set up 100% for you. So that is the power of Gemini, and that's why we're going to use it instead of, let's say, ChatGPT or Claude, because at the end of the day, there are so many opportunities, there are so many ways that you can utilize this with your whole entire Google workspace, because everyone uses Google, right? Everyone uses Google. You use Google, I use Google. You can send emails, YouTube, you can post YouTube channels, you can post YouTube videos, you can make YouTube videos. Like, the stuff is really endless here. It is really, really amazing. And with that, three main things come about this. Number one is increased productivity, right? You're not going to be having to do almost any manual work, which is going to be awesome for you. Number two is time saved, right? Again, you're not going to have to be doing that. You're going to save that productivity and in turn, that time saved. And number three, the convenience, right? Because at the end of the day, ChatGPT can't make these for you. But if you tell Gemini, hey, make me a Google Sheet based on everything I just uploaded on this call, it's going to do it for you, right? In the snap of a fingers, you save time, convenience, practicality, everything. It's really a no-brainer. And this is why it's so powerful, specifically with Gemini and its Google capabilities. So that is all of the tools I'm going to go over in this video. So you have all of the information you need to do this for yourself, right? If you want to implement any side of this into your business, you see everything from A to Z to M to L. Everything is pretty much covered with all of these AI tools, right? From front end to back end. And in turn, make loads of extra money completely on autopilot, right? As you saw, you pretty much set this up once and it is deployed and ready and working for you 24/7. And turn your business from this without AI to this with AI, right? Like, this isn't an exaggeration. You guys have seen this step by step. If you guys can implement this and use the benefits of these systems, you guys are going to be printing money with AI in your business. So now, if you want to implement this into your business, right, similar to what I said before, you can book a free implementation call with me and my team where we go in depth, step by step, personalized and unique for your business ASAP, right? So this isn't just we're going to show you how to do it. We're going to show you specifically how the system is going to work. We're going to make sure it's personalized and unique for your business so you can see how this works ASAP, all for free, right? And all that is, first link below in the description of this video, completely free call you guys can see. But you have everything to gain, right? Even if you just walk away with the loads of free value that me and my team are going to give you afterwards. AI is the future. People have been saying this forever. If you're not going to utilize AI, you're going to be overshadowed by your competitors who do. This is the next tech wave. This is the next internet bubble. Everyone's using the internet nowadays, and it's going to be the same with AI. So it's completely free call. You can gain everything you can on AI, and you really have nothing to lose. So I think it's a no-brainer. But with that said, you can click the link below, first link below in the description of this video, and book your free AI implementation call with me and my team, potentially change your businesses and your life forever. So with all that being said, thank you for watching the video. I hope to speak with you soon, and I hope that you and your business crush it in 2025 with AI.